Hi, so excited to be here this afternoon. I believe we are all doing excellently well. Yes, I'll be talking basically about refill vegetable oil today. This is actually a business I have done for 8 good years, and every detail about the business is what I can actually put you through on. Yes, it's a viable business. I've always spoken about this business on this platform, but I am inspired to talk more about it today because I know we have a lot of retirees, a lot of salary earners, a lot of entrepreneurs that are looking out for what business to diversify into. And the prompt information, updated information about the type of business you want to do can actually help you do very well in that line of business. Yes, anything consumable is viable, and I've always been saying this on this platform. So if you are that person looking out for what type of business can I do at this time, you want to do refill vegetable oil, yes, it's a good business to go in for, but I'll always draw a warning note here. This is a very demanding business that you actually need to put in all that is required. Yes, as someone that is still working, I would advise you to start this business. But if you want to work on the business, maybe after retirement, yes, you can actually do that, because this business is really very demanding. It requires you being there at all times. What is refill vegetable oil? This is basically the dispensing of oil loaded from the factory into your own tank and dispensing it into kegs for whomsoever wants to make use of it. I'll be talking about the different types of refill oil that we have in the market. But before I go ahead, I would like to just deliberate a little on what refill vegetable oil means. A lot of oil you see in the market there being dispensed from the keg doesn't really come out as sealed. There are some companies that really sell seal up. That is, before they give out the oil into the market, they have put it in the keg, they have cupped it, and it becomes a sealed oil. But a lot of the oil you see in the market out there are refillable. What do I mean? You can stand in as a depot, filling the gap between the factory that produces this oil and standing in as a depot, giving the oil to those that will be refilling it again for those that needed it. So a depot is a very viable business, yes, but it is quite demanding because this is liquid. And if you miss out a drop of this oil, it means you are losing a lot of money. And that is why it is very demanding and needs you to be available to monitor every activity of the business, even from the point of loading. We have a lot of do's and don'ts about the business, yes, and this is well detailed in our training, but I'll be giving you an insight into what this business actually entails here today. So we have different types of refill vegetable oil. We have what is called olein, we have soybean oil, and we have the avo. So these three major oils, the first two are very good. When you see them in the market, you always go in for them. The olein is always very golden and very attractive when you see it. And the soybean oil is a bit lighter in color. Yes, if you are used to soybean oil that is sealed up in the keg, you always notice that it normally have this type of very light color. It's not golden in color, but they are both very good for consumption. Soybean oil is made from soybean, while olein is made from bleached palm kernel. So this is the process these two types of oil goes through. We also have groundnut oil. Yes, let me not miss out on that. Groundnut oil is not actually common in the West. This is a commonly used oil in the northern part. We also have palm kernel oil, but these are normally not in higher consumption. But the major three types that a lot of oil depots actually sell is these three I have just mentioned now. And starting a business of refill vegetable oil is quite very interesting, and it's capital intensive. Lately, that a lot of thing is happening with the economy in terms of exchange rate. This has actually affected this business in terms of capital. You need to really have a chunk of money to be able to start this. So what do you need to have in order to be able to start this business? You need to first of all do your feasibility study. You need to move around your locality to look out for who is actually operating in this environment before you can go in for it. I've always said it, I love when you go in as go to a virgin land where nobody has actually started the business, it makes you to have a good ground as the beginner of the business in that locality. So look out, do a feasibility study, move out and do some survey plan about the business. What have been happening around you? Who have been doing this business around you? How have they really been able to penetrate? It's very likely you might not be able to have cogent information as regards who is actually doing this business around you, because so many people are always coding the business that is being done. Well, you can ask in the open market close to you, where can I get this oil in large quantity? Call it refill, and if you are so lucky, you might be able to have somebody to help you out. But on a platform, we can also help you out to know the location that is still very virgin for you to start with. So these are part of the information you can also get on our platform. So getting a good location that can help you get started as a beginner to be able to gain ground, because that is what matters. It's not always good to go out, struggling to get customers. It usually affects a new beginner, because the person that has been in existence in that location might not want to give you a share of their customer base. So you need to do more to be able to get a lot out of that. Then the second thing is identifying where is the refinery. We have a lot of refinery here in Nigeria that really produces refill vegetable oil. Yes, they have been certified. So you, as a beginner, doesn't need to get certification. The company that is producing this oil have gotten all the necessary documentation. All you need to do is just to get into the company as a distributor, make your payments, and also lift the oil, because we have tankers that do the lifting for you. But one thing is very paramount, and I always say this: if you don't have a good hand to monitor things for you, don't go close to refill vegetable oil. This business is quite demanding, and you need a trusted hand. Families have really been disorganized because of this business, because if you don't really have somebody that you can trust, don't go close to him. So getting to understand the location that you find yourself, it is very valuable for you to get that business started. And the second thing is for you to identify the company you want to roll with. And the third thing is for you to have a proper understanding of how the setup is done. Yes, it has its own setup. You don't just get started. It's not just like any kerosene business that they pack from the drum and put in the keg. And no, this is quite different, because a liter of refined vegetable oil is even more expensive than a liter of petrol out there. So this is a business you need to have a proper understanding. Where is your pumping machine going to be located? Where is your meter going to be positioned? Where is your tank going to be stationed? And how are you going to relate with your workers as regards perfection about the business? This is very, very important. So I don't know if you are the one that is looking out for a business to do up here. All you need to do is just to click on the description button below this video to come on board and learn. You need to actually learn. Our platform is to put you through. We give you insight into what is expected of you, and all you need to do is to go further to learn and have a mentor to hold you by the hands. So all you have to understand is this: refill vegetable oil is a very viable business, but it be demanding. So anyone that wants to set it up needs to have a proper understanding of this. As you are leaving your place of job, you need to be totally committed to the business, or as you have a business running already and you want to do refill vegetable oil, you need to have at least 70% commitment to such a business. So if you're diversifying, you need to be sure you are ready for this. I'm so excited to be here once again. Refill vegetable oil. We have 3 different types: Olein, Avop, and soya bean oil. Avop is the one that is a bit sleepy. It solidifies under a cold temperature. So these are the 3 different types of oil we have under refill vegetable oil. In case you want to know more, look out for the description button around this video and join us inside. Also help to subscribe to this channel for more informative tips about different businesses of your choice. Thank you for being here, and take good care.